Hello, this is Jeff Nager with BikerNet Studio, and today we're at the Rick Fairless Bike Show in Dallas, talking with Dar Holdsworth with Brass Balls Bobbers. He'll be showcasing some new designs here at the Rick Fairless Bike Show and introducing those at the AMD World Championship later this year in Sturgis, South Dakota. Welcome to the show, Dar.
Well, what we have here, Jeff, is the Rocketeer. This is a new bike that we are introducing this year. It's a little early, but this is a 2011 Rocketeer, and it's a bit of a departure from our diggers. And you know, our diggers are very popular, but there are a lot of companies out there building a bobber with the old pre-70 something sporty tank, and so we wanted a bike that was distinguishable, but yet still had bobber styling cues. So we custom made this gas tank, which kind of helped us come up with the name, the Rocketeer. As you can see, it's a really aerodynamic, kind of cool, bulbous tank, but still reminiscent of the peanut tanks that you might see on bobbers as you think of bobbers. It's 0 up, 1 out, 40-degree rake with nice little gooseneck. We've got some really nice trees on it from Excel. We've got ride right wheels on the bike. We've got other things planned for the bike, and so you're just going to have to check back to our website to see what we've got going on. The paint, I can't say enough about the fantastic paint that Scott Takis did with Underground Studios for this first one for us to introduce it. And we'll have it finished up in time for the World Championships. We'll put it in there and we'll see what people think.
Dar, the paint is very attractive and very interesting. It has a 30s, 40s flair and feel to it. Can you talk about where that inspiration came from?
Yeah, actually, we wanted to do, with this being the Rocketeer, we wanted to do something kind of pin-up model like on a bomber. Oh, it's my man Rick Fairless. Give a shout out to Rick, because Rick's shouting at other people. Anyway, so, you know, we wanted to do something that was kind of like a pin-up model on an airplane, you know, like the old bombers. We kind of had that feel, but we didn't want to do a pin-up in the traditional sense that would be predictable. So the painter, I gave him instructions to just come up with something different, do something different. And he found this amazing design online. And as it turns out, pure coincidentally, the painter, or not the painter, the artist who created this illustration also created the comic book, The Rocketeer. So we thought, you know, that was a sign and we should use it.
Each one of your bobbers are very distinct. You can tell a brass ball bobbers from 30 feet away because it's so unique in design. So Dar, what makes this Rocketeer different than your digger bobbers? What can you see that...
What makes it different?
Rick sells the hell out of them. Well, Jeff, some of the distinguishing differences, well, let's start with the frame. Our standard digger is 36 degrees, 0 up, 0 out. Typically, we run a 21-inch front wheel, a 16-inch rear wheel, or if people are upgrading to a 180, we'll do an 18-inch rear wheel. With, well, and the tins on the digger are the typical tins that, you know, we do and other people do with the sporty tank that's, you know, really popular. Well, I wanted to do something different and distinguishable. So with the Rocketeer, we've changed the frame, and it's a 0 up, 1 out, 40-degree gooseneck frame. Now with that, we've got a tube-style front end, and often we go with the Springer. And then the wheels. So I wanted a symmetry between the front and the rear. So I've got 16-inch front and rear ride right wheels on this bike. But I think the most distinguishable difference is the gas tank itself. We created a custom tank, which just has a really super sexy shape. You just can't help but sit on it and admire it. And this first one we did, painted by Scott Takis at Underground Studios, is just phenomenal. So those are some of the differences between the two. Also, as we've gotten this roller together, I think I'm going to go with mid controls. So it'll come back apart, and we're going to chop off the forward control mounts and put mids on it and repowder coat it and start all over. But I will have it ready for Sturgis.
It might be a little early to talk about options, but what kind of color options are you planning with this bike? Or are you going to go with a monochromatic theme?
Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to offer the same options that we offer with our other bikes, except the Model 1, of course. And that is, the customer can choose whatever they want. However, with this theme, just this theme alone, we're going to do 10, and 10 only, and they're going to be numbered and signed.
And where will this bike make its debut?
Well, it's going to be tied to my hip pocket wherever I go, because I love it. But it will probably debut at the World Championships in Sturgis, the AMD World Championships.
All right, that's the 411 on the Rocketeer. Dar, thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me, Jeff. Take care.